Monica Weakley here. You know how you're supposed to post about real estate every single day on Facebook? Yes, you do. And the reason is, if we don't remind our Facebook friends what we do for a living and how we help people, they will forget about it. We know it's our job to inform, educate, and demonstrate what we do for a living. Well, I'm coaching agents all around the country, and they understand that, but they're not doing it. And I ask them, why aren't you doing it? Probably just like you. And they said, Monica, we don't know what to post. Can we just borrow your stuff? Because I love creating Facebook posts. And these can often be used over on Instagram as well. So I said yes, and people were borrowing my stuff. So I created finally a product that you can sign up for free. It is free, guys. There is no reason for you not to sign up for this. It's ghostposter.com, GHOSTPOSTR, no E in there, just TR.com. And what you're going to get is you're going to get a Facebook posting idea to your email every single day. So not only do you have this great idea, but you've been reminded, oh yeah, I need to post. And that's Monday through Friday. And if you don't love the post, or you think, gosh, I'd like something else, well, you're also going to get access to a library of over 600 different posts for you to choose from by category. You're going to love it. Go sign up, ghostposter.com. Don't waste a minute. And then be sure to join the private Facebook group. All right, I'll see you in there.
I am with Hendon. He's at Christine and Company at Brokered by EXP in Seattle, and he is a team member. So we're going to talk about what makes a great team member. Aaron, how are you?
I'm great, Jennifer. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm excited. I love being a team member.
I'm excited that you do, and I'm glad that you do. And I know that you have like a process for evaluating if it's the right fit for you. And I think that we always talk about, hey, start your own team and blah, blah, blah. But like, tell us your thought process and your perspective.
It's funny, so I'm technically the managing broker. Okay. But with EXP, someone on a team needs to be a managing broker. So I don't get extra money for being a managing broker. So anyway, if anyone looked me up, it looks like I'm not a team member, but I get the same splits as anybody else on the team.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I joined the team originally. See, I think in the beginning, joining a team is a no-brainer. Just a no-brainer. You'd have to be insane to think the testing to become a realtor somehow prepares you to sell real estate.
No, it absolutely doesn't.
Right. There's nothing about the.
Yeah, but I did. Yeah, but I see what you're saying. I think joining it, there's easy to see the benefits as a newly licensed agent.
Right. And we talk to people all the time about, look, you're going to get someone who's going to hold your hand all the way through your first, year, 2 year, whatever it takes you to get your legs under you. And then every year, we encourage people to run their numbers and see, with the splits, what else would you have done? And I remember last year I ran my numbers. So this is the process. I run my numbers. I look to see, all right, what did I give? What did I give to the team? What did I keep? Where did those leads come from? And at this point, I'm 9 years in. I don't get leads from the team very much.
Okay.
Sphere and, I'm not a new agent. No one's handing me leads. So I was like, all right, well, if I was going to stage those listings by myself and clean them and pay for the transaction coordinator and take the time to hang the lock boxes and the signs, and I would need to buy the signs, and I did it all. And I do that every year. And, I guess 2020, 2021, I don't know what year it is anymore. I don't know.
It's Jennifer. 2022 this year.
I know the timing. Anyway, so I don't know. I got my W-9 and it was like, whatever. It was like $250,000. I was like, okay, that's a good year. That's like, that's a really good year. And I thought, well, that means I gave the team $200,000. Like I made $500,000 and where'd that money, probably doesn't work for me to be on the team anymore. That's what was my thinking, was like, okay, at this point, 27 transactions, maybe it no longer makes sense for me to be on the team. And it was sort of heartbreaking because I love my team,
Yeah.
And, but then I put a pen to paper and ran the numbers. And while the leads themselves didn't come from the team, what it would have cost me to stage it and stage the houses that didn't sell and, handle all.
Yeah, it's not just about the actual closings. It's like all the ones that didn't close. You're making a good point. Yeah.
It's everything, right? Like, and then the amount of time it would have taken me to handle the back end stuff that I don't handle, because I get a listing agreement signed and I hand it off.
And what would have been the opportunity cost if you were taking that time? What would you have not have been doing?
Absolutely. Right. What do I not get to do? And then the thought of, so there was that. So maybe at the end of it, it was like, I don't know, maybe it was an extra $40,000 I would have kept. Okay. Which isn't like no money. Okay. I'm not like,
no, it's a lot of money. Yeah.
A lot of money. But in the scope of what I earned, right, it was like, okay, well, then what else is there? And I started to look at, well, if I was on my own, sitting in my office, getting my day started by myself. Would you have
done it? Yeah.
I mean, I'm on a huddle every morning at 8 a.m. with my entire team, and I have the opportunity to provide leadership to other people and brainstorm and work out transactions. And I'm going live with a listing today, and we're in the middle of a market shift. So pricing it is, more dicey than normal. And I want multiple eyes on it. I want more history with it. And I went to my wife and I said, Kale, do you think there's any chance I would have done the deals I did if I wasn't on a team? And she laughed. She was like, no way. There's no way.
Your wife's so mean. Did she cackle or did she laugh?
She laughed. Because there's no way in my head. See, my view is things are never so bad they can't get worse, right? That's my default orientation.
That's a great outlook on life.
Yeah, it's just my default. So, but if I was left on my own,
oh my God,
I would never get those deals done. Here's
an interesting thing that I think you're bringing up that I'm not sure if people are getting. You know what your team provides. And I think that some people that create teams and some people that enter teams are not very clear about what that is. Yeah. But it seems like the team that you're on, that you guys have created this, like, here's what we deliver.
Yeah.
And if you're thinking of joining a team, you absolutely want to know that.
Totally.
And if you're thinking of starting a team, you absolutely want to know that.
You need to be able to communicate that. And it's a thing.
And actually provide it.
Yeah. And provide it all the way down and then make sure that it works. See, I don't want my own team because I don't want the risk. I don't want to have to, Christine takes on all the risk here.
The risk of
the outlay of all the expenses if I decide to stop performing or don't do something, I don't eat, but I don't lose any money. Mm-hmm. I don't have a monthly expense budget. I don't, my expenses are completely tied to my production. When you're a team leader, that's not the case.
It's not the case. Yeah.
You have an overhead.
Right.
I don't want that. I ran my own business for many years.
What was it?
I was a baker. I had a bakery.
Yum. Oh my
and it was
gosh.
great. It was back when carbs was food, right? I don't know if you remember, if you're old enough to remember when you could just eat carbs, but
I regularly only eat carbs.
Okay. So there you go.
It's no problem.
But there was a time in life where it wasn't a problem. It was just, you just thought of carb. Now, you're like killing yourself, but
right. Exactly.
But I don't want that overhead anymore. Could I make more money as a team leader? Maybe, I don't know, but all the headaches. See, for me, it's the 80-20 principle.
Well, you do know you would have made $40,000 more.
On my own, but not with a team, not if I had, the point is, it's the 80-20 principle that if I can, I don't look at the expense. And I think this is a problem that people on teams or people that are, think of themselves as, of leaving a team or getting on, they think of the money that they're spending. I look at it like I'm outsourcing.
Yeah.
I'm outsourcing the 80% of activity that's not revenue generating.
Well, I actually find it to be true when people decide that they want to start teams, they think, oh, I'll just make more money. And it's like, no, baby,
no,
you're going to lose money
in the beginning.
We need to get Christine on here. I'll be like, girlfriend, disband that team. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right. I know we were talking about it, right? I was talking about our last conversation, right? But yeah, you're gonna, you've got to be willing to accept that risk. And, and once you see, if you run your team like a brokerage, right, and you start managing your expenses and start, opening the team up and what you provide, limiting the overhead. As long as you get over your monthly production, everything else is gravy. And you can there's definitely
but your overhead is a lot higher, right?
Way higher.
Like when we had a team, we would do like an override first and then have a split, because you're providing a lot of services that are very expensive. And especially if your team's made up not of you, like but you're a profitable team member, but like how many years were you not?
That's right. Well, one of the things we started to do is if you're not doing 2 deals a month now, you pay $400.
That's
really for the agents. Yeah.
That's
if you're not
really
doing,
great.
Yeah, there's a floor. And if you're not doing the floor and you want to be on the team, you want the benefit of the morning huddles and everything we provide, you pay $400 a month just because there's an expense to having you around.
You know what? We should do another video on like lessons learned, maybe.
Yeah, totally. That's a big lesson learned. Because otherwise you wind up with people that are like, I'm in real estate. I like being on a team. Like they need something to do.
I always wanted to be in real estate. I like looking at houses. You're exactly. Like, that's not what it is.
That's not what it is. You get a car and you can go look at houses, or maybe you could do appraisals.
Okay. So here's what I'm learning. To be a successful team member, you really have to get a full understanding of what not only what like you're receiving, but also like what you're giving. Are you able to meet the standards of the team? Yep. Are they able to give you what they promise and deliver on those promises? Do you get along with the people? Right. Yep. I mean,
yeah. Is it impact? Look at even in corporate America, I don't care what gig you have. I don't care what you do for a living. You're always an independent contractor. I mean, this is the whole thing with the Great Resignation, and where people have gone is people really wait, I'm on my own here.
Yeah.
And if you're on your own, then you can join a team and be an independent contractor on that team and know your numbers, know what it is that you're getting from the team. We just rearranged the splits this year so that, it becomes Christine's problem to keep me.
Right.
Once you start performing on a team, then it becomes the team leaders. You make it the team leader's problem to keep you.
Right. Exactly. Right? Yeah. Which is great problem to have. But I think like we're both at EXP. And I think that when we had our first team at Keller Williams, it was a problem if they left. And I think that's what EXP does really well is if you have a team, like let's say you decide to leave, but you're in her rev share family. It's not a huge, I mean, it's sad. It's a sad day, but it's like, I think we do teams, no matter how you design it, we are teams 2.0 at EXP. Totally.
Completely.
And it's better for everybody because there's no drama. Like it's just so much less drama.
I haven't had people leave the team that are performing. So when, people that leave the team, are never the top performers. Because like I said, I'm one of the top performers on the team, if not the top performer.
I would hope so.
Because I'm 2 deals behind the leader this month. And I'm like,
oh, you better get those deals. So I think that's a good place if anybody has a referral for you so you can catch up.
Love that. Seattle, Washington, anything in the Puget Sound, anywhere that if you're not listening from the Seattle area, if you
send it over.
Send it over. Totally. I'm your person. And
how do they get in touch with you, Aaron?
I'm all over the interwebs. So they could just Google Aaron Hendon, EXP Realty. All my contact information comes up, podcast them on, articles, things like that. But
everything.
Aaron Hendon, EXP Realty will get you on the Google machine.
Cool. And then Aaron is, your name is Aaron.
Correct.
Last name Hendon.
Yes.
And then we'll put in the show notes too.
Great.
I appreciate you being on, Aaron. Thank you.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Hey guys, it's Monica here. I am so excited to introduce you to Real Estate Fight Club's newest partnership, Cyberbacker. Cyberbacker is the best in the business for virtual assistants. How do I know this? Because I am a Cyberbacker customer and I love this company. I have my favorite, Frances. She is my Cyberbacker, been with me for over a year. She's amazing. She makes me better. She's eager to help. She's on time. She's disciplined. She's awesome. And this company, Cyberbacker, has figured out the system from the interviewing process to find out what I need, to the interviewing process to interview several cyberbackers, to the onboarding process, to the training process. Very buttoned up, very awesome. You and I both know it's time for you to leverage. It's time for you to take that step, and Cyberbacker is a really safe, awesome solution. Make sure to mention Fight Club and you will be getting a free gift. All right, do it. Make the call. See ya.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a podcast.